What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another DOKURO reaction. This is The Beacon. I don't know entirely why, it was never noted, but Quirky Person in my executive producer queue wanted me to get to this song on September 14th. So that's the day I'm listening to this. I asked if he wanted it out on the 14th or if he wanted it recorded on the 14th. He said recorded on the 14th. So you're all going to be seeing this on like October 14th-ish or whenever you end up seeing this video. But specifically for some reason, the 14th. I don't remember why I did not leave a note or anything, so I don't think there was entirely a reason that I'm supposed to be aware of. Maybe that'll become clear as I listen. I have no clue. Maybe it was just Quirky Person being a quirky person, but I suppose we have to figure out what the song is going to sound like. So without further ado, let's go. I'm going to be like looking to see if there's any hint for the specific date, but so far January 1st, 23.
And you will not stop me. There was a heart here and we heard every beat of it while we were sleeping every night. I'm like you, so I will be bringing back the day. And you will not stop me.
Ooh, nice little vocal run there.
And I understand if you
I love it when people program in vocal runs. It's a thing I think a lot of people forget about with like V-synth stuff and Vocaloids. Very Midwest emo intro here. This is not my first rodeo with DOKURO. I just love this sound. DM has such a gorgeous way with production. A beautiful way with it. The minimalism of it is really impressive. It's a hard balance to strike. Oh, the date's different. I think September 14th might be showing up at some point. Maybe that'll be the final date we see. I do love this presentation of it though, like following the story, like date to date, month to month. Stories and memories spanning centuries wide, and you could have halted everything, but you have not stopped me. The plot thickens. If the stillness of night can't up peace talking walls in our room, then step out. Oh man, now I'm just excited to see where this goes. I'm trying to pay attention to the lyrics here too, like it's hard when I'm trying to like add anything when it's this narratively dense already. How far along are we going to be with the next date that's probably going to show up in this? was something different visually. A little bit more distortion in with that guitar. And the synth in the background too. Whoa. Uh-oh. Oh, that is much further in the future. Okay. DM, you and your experiences, not just music, but like whole films musically. Honestly, I love that this just sits here. It kind of forces you to like breathe with that anticipation. Like, what's gonna happen? It's been this long. And a bump up? I figure there's still time to get to September 14th. And now it's all starting to make sense. Those change-ups too, like it's looping, but like that fill right there before it came back around, it's like, ooh, that those. It's like a musical glitch of sorts. It's structured to be kind of like a stutter. Also loving the like kind of synth wavy sort of approach that the song went. Like that direction is really cool. Especially since it's gotten darker too, the supporting chords. All right. I think it's time to see if I was right about the date thing. Ooh. Yeah, shifting the arpeggio a little. Sounds a little bit more uplifting now, though. Getting like a tone adjustment here. Unless that's the end of it. That was... What about the date then? September 14th. That wasn't in there. Well, now I'm just confused. So I know when to admit that I'm a little confused, I'm a little bit lost, and I admit I'm kind of lost on this one. I thought I was understanding where it was going, and I do have my theories, and of course I'll get into that, but I'm mostly confused why September 14th was the required date for me to get to this. I could not find any reference to that in any of the lyrics or anything. I read the lyrics over and over and over again. I was like trying to pull out my specific thoughts about the story, because I was like making active thoughts while listening, but I was also listening to the music and how that might be supporting it as well, and how that might be playing into it. And at large, there are a few cool things with the instrumental of this, but the narrative is obviously the reason that this song exists. The story here is very deep, very metaphorical, but also to a lot of people could be very literal. And by that I purely mean it seems to do a lot with, like, I don't know if toxic positivity is a good term, but it feels like there are things in this song that are very actively like, hey, don't worry about it because I'm going to make it better against your will. And it seems very weird like that. So that's kind of the toxic positivity vibe, where it's like, even though you might not want this, I'm going to force support upon you, and I'm going to give you advice, but also you're a fucking idiot for thinking like this, you stupid motherfucker. Like, it's very aggressive in an odd way. Obviously not that straightforward with it. It's a lot more poetic about how it's phrasing that, but that was kind of the vibe I was getting. And also there's this little bit of it. I saw somebody in the comments who mentioned this as well. They made a comment about how, like, this song almost feels like it's making you feel bad for feeling feelings of any sort, like pulling you back from these moments of like absolute despair, because you feel guilty. And I do have a little bit of a personal connection to that sort of story, and it sucks to like see so many people replying to it who are all in agreement that that's kind of the vibe here, because I was thinking that while reading these lyrics, and I'm like, let me see what the comments say, and the comments kind of just reflected my own opinion, literally down to the whole use of toxic positivity in that comment. I'm like, that's pretty close. Like, maybe again, not exactly what I would use, but somewhere in that ballpark, you know, it's somewhere in that area of feeling like no matter what you do, it's not good enough. But there's also somebody who's like making you feel bad for feeling that way. Like, it's not okay to be yourself and have struggles and feel stressed, but you're stupid for it, and that sucks. So like, I definitely resonate with that. I think a lot of us do, but this is why I was saying during the song that DOKURO's music, especially in like this style, just like Keep Walking, is very narratively dense, to the point of like, they are trying to make you experience something much deeper than just hearing a song. They're trying to build a universe with all this going on, and that's why I'm confused with things like the date I had to listen to this on. I still don't know if that has anything to do with the song or the story, or if it's just because Quirky Person wanted me to listen to it on this date because it's like their birthday or something. Nailed it! But musically, it was also super minimalistic, and that's pretty common for like these songs. Keep Walking was also very much like that. Just not too much going on, just enough to make you go, oh, there's like things happening here. It's a little bit more introspective in its musical approach. But then DM did something at the end that was really cool. During that second refrain of that final chorus, we've got this like completely different chord structure. It sounded a lot darker. The notes went minor. Everything just kind of shifted, it tilted to the side. I've talked about that a lot. A lot of songs will do that and just kind of adjust things. It's like it was straight and now it's crooked, and you're like, whoa, where did this Dutch angle come from? And it changes the whole vibe of what we were just hearing. It changes it from like, oh, this person, this creature, this character, they might be legitimately looking out for our well-being, even though they're doing it in a kind of weirdly passive-aggressive way. And then that final refrain is like, oh, there is a darker message behind this, and I don't think they're my friend anymore. And I'm not entirely sure if that is the case here, because at the end of the song, everything lifted back up. But it's also after they just said the signal's sent, it's too late, and then the mood improves at the end when the voice is gone. And it's like, how deep does that go? Is that supposed to be a reflection of us? Is that a reflection of them? Did they just abandon us? Are we left alone now? Are we a lost cause? Are they the lost cause? Is whatever was spewing out this text is through this like last fucking century, are they done now? Did they decide that we aren't worth it? Like, what? I'm a little confused. That's why I said at the beginning of this section, I was a little confused because I'm not fully sure. This is a conclusive statement at the end. It literally says that on the screen. Conclusions are as follows. Fuck you. And it's like, okay, I guess. And it's like, how deep is that going? I'm sure all of this is part of an album that has like a lore that's built on top of each other, like every single song. I'm fairly certain that Keep Walking has to be a part of that same album, given the whole visual similarities at very least going on. So I would have to listen to everything in whatever album that is to maybe make sense of it. And maybe it's something that's not even linear. Maybe it's like chronologically out of order and you have to like piece it together. It could be anything. When you get to stuff that's this artistic and this well thought out, it gets to the point of just seeming like nonsense on the surface, but there's so much more here to uncover, and I don't know what any of that is. And what the fuck is September 14th? Why was that relevant? But I'm gonna get off of that and get off of this. Thank you all so very much for watching. Maybe I'll have answers to some of those questions someday, but I have no clue. I'm gonna like tag Quirky Person on my Discord and be like, yo, what the hell was all that about? And see if he has answers now that I've heard about it. And I'll of course be uploading the videos, so I'm sure he'll like throw something at me, or if any of you want to give me context, please do so. Answer some of my many questions maybe, if you can, down in the comments below. Or if you have something else you want me to get to from DM Dokuro, by all means, drop it in the comments below and I will do my best as always to get to those. Or if like Quirky Person did, you want to guarantee that I listen to something and confuse the hell out of me, you can always do that by going to my Patreon or my YouTube memberships. There's a tier that will force me to listen to whatever you want. Doesn't matter how good it is, how bad it is, if it's confusing like this, if it's straightforward like something else. It can be good, bad, doesn't really matter. That's why it's a guaranteed request. But if you don't want to do any of that, maybe you just want to follow me and support me for more stuff coming in the future, you know how to do all that, and I will see all of you in the next video. Goodbye!